not silent no more. We are the OG in the fourth wave. Silence is golden, but we're silent no more. Hey, we do not kneel, marching to our own tune. Dodging and ducking loons. Get out of my way. You see the wheel has turned, the fourth wave's on its way. Running wild on the hill, man, I can tell you that bird sure can fly. Waving the fourth wave freak flag, you better let it fly. We are the OG in the fourth wave. Silence is golden, silence no more. We've broken the curse, so you can take your baggage tricks. Won't be silent again, my wings won't be clipped. You be you and I'll be me. We are the OG in the fourth wave. Silence is golden, but we're not silent no more. Hey, we do not kneel, marching to our own tune. Dodging and ducking loons, get out of my way. Yeah, see the wheel, it has turned. The fourth wave's on its way. Running wild on the hill, man, I tell you, that bird, it sure can fly. Waving the fourth wave freak flag, you better let it fly. We are the OG in the fourth wave. Silence is golden, silence no more. We've broken the curse, you can take your baggage tricks. Won't be silent again, my wings won't be clipped. You be you and I'll be me. We are the OG in the fourth wave. Silence is golden, but we're not silent no more. Hey, we do not kneel, march to our own tune, dodging and ducking loose. Get out of my way, see the wheel has turned. The better watch out on its way. Running wild on the hill, man, I tell you that bird, it sure can fly. Waving the fourth wave freak flag, you better let it fly. Yeah. We are the OG in the fourth wave. Silence is golden, silent no more. We've broken the curse. You can take your back tricks. Won't be silent again. My wings won't be clipped.
Gotta have a little bit of unicorn, San Fran.
Movie and a unicorn and popcorn. I saw unicorn, San Fran. All I had was a grand. Making an Exodus movie show was getting good. I got my popcorn.
Popcorn.
Hot summer, got a beat, got some heat, can't beat it.
Popcorn.
Add this to your playlist. Do you understand the music show? Apocalyptic movie show.
Got your popcorn here.
Got my popcorn to grease. Nothing like watching this movie show. So many to choose from. Got my popcorn, yeah. Hope you got your popcorn too. Living in a post-apocalyptic movie show. The movie and a unicorn. Movie and a popcorn. Movie and a popcorn. I saw a unicorn in San Fran. All I had was a grand. Making an Exodus movie show is getting good. Got my popcorn getting really deep. It got some heat, can't beat it. Add this to your list. Do you understand the music from the apocalyptic movie show? I got my popcorn too.
You could do the twist.
100 degrees, nothing like watching a movie show. So many to choose from. Got my popcorn, yeah. Hope you got your popcorn, yeah. Living in a popcorn movie show.
Movie and a unicorn.
Movie and a unicorn show.
I just realized that I'm trying to sync up my emojis with the StreamYard, and when I'm pasting them into YouTube, and I might be off a little.
Really?
Yep.
Wild. How's everyone doing? Yeah, we got to have a little bit of unicorn in San Fran there with some popcorn and a movie show and all that stuff. Yeah.
Now I really want buttery popcorn.
Yeah.
Actually,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say I could go for some kettle corn actually right now.
Yeah, kettle corn's gross.
What? No, it's not.
Yeah, popcorn's not supposed to be sweet.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I could.
Haven't you ever heard of caramel corn?
Well,
Hashtag cancel kettle corn.
Oh, no.
God.
Here's the thing about kettle corn. It's got to be a little sweet and a little salty.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if it doesn't got the little salty.
Well, I mean that's what makes it kettle corn, right?
Well, no, there's kettle corn that's just sweet without hardly any salt to it. Then you got different kinds.
It might be tolerable if it's a little sweet, a lot salty.
Yeah, it's the too much sweet. That's fiddle faddle. That's a different thing. That's fiddle faddle is peanut brittle mixed with popcorn.
Yeah.
That's a different animal.
Dude, I
Kettle corn.
Faddle.
Yeah,
Sounds delicious.
It is delicious.
Dude, I love peanut brittle.
But you see, it's just not peanut brittle. It's a mix of peanut brittle and popcorn.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying I love peanut brittle.
Yummy stuff.
I grew up with my grandma
Keep
making
them separated.
it from scratch.
I don't
Homemade
know.
peanut brittle, huh?
Peanut brittle and popcorn. It's kind of like a pickle, peanut butter, and bologna sandwich. Just no thanks.
You have a little bit of peanut brittle, and you got to have some coffee to wash it down with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pete's coffee, actually.
Pizza's good.
I love it. And they always seem to run out of the Pete's Italian roast, so whenever I get it, I get like 2 or 3 bags. They're only about yay big.
Dude,
I think I usually end up getting Major Dickerson's.
Yeah, that's good too. That's Major Dickens. That's one of the dark roasts. That's one of my. I got it favorited. There's an Italian roast, and then there's another dark roast. I forget the name of that one. But yeah,
I've got this new brand that's like a mixture. It's got like mushrooms in it. Have you guys heard about this? The coffee with the mushrooms. It's supposed to be good for antioxidants. It's like a dried mushroom that's mixed in, and you can't really taste it. It just has maybe the coffee. It's really good. It has maybe a slightly more of like a earthy, taste, a slight earthy, foresty taste to it. It's about it. But man, it's delicious, and it's supposed to be good for you.
Can I use like the giant pack of dried Costco mushrooms I got and put them in the blender and replicate that?
I guess so. As long as you take it the right way, as long as you ingest the coffee and not shoot the coffee, if you know what I mean.
Whoa.
Stephen Walton.
Yeah. This coffee is meant to be drank like this.
Mm-hmm.
Not from the other end.
No, not from the other end.
Oh,
I like cold brew.
And this has been
Cold brew. Yeah, cold brew is good.
This has been a message from Walton Bruce.
so
Get yours today.
Look at that.
When you're super broke, okay, you buy shit like this, right?
I can't.
Is that
I can't.
instant?
I can't do the medium roast. Yuck.
But it's just
medium roast.
It's not that good.
You got to get the generic Colombian.
But
I've had the generic Colombian. It's pretty good.
Here's the one I bought before that though is this, and I really like.
I've had that before. That's not bad.
That's good.
That's good stuff.
Don Francisco's
vanilla nut. Oh my god!
I don't like the vanilla nut.
I normally don't like the flavored coffee beans.
Have you heard? You've heard of the Irish cream flavored coffee bean?
Yes.
And
Well,
there's another
Irish
one
cream
that's
flavored
flavored.
coffee bean.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if I've heard of that. I've
Yeah,
had
yeah.
that before.
You can find it. There's another one that's flavored.
Come on, smell that.
And
Smell
I
that.
can't.
Oh man, that's the good stuff right
what-
there. That's the good stuff.
Name some flavored coffee beans, and I'll tell you if it's it. I'm having a brain fart.
Huh. Well,
So
so how
when
do they?
It's very similar to the Irish cream flavored bean.
How do they flavor the beans? The way they roast them with
they roast it with probably
Like
the
Irish
flavoring. Yeah.
coffee flavoring.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
And there's another
somehow, one way or the other, I am going to figure out how to turn this label I'm going to turn this can into a Walton's Best Brew somehow. I don't know how, but I'm gonna figure out how to make a label and put it on here.
You got to do a little like infomercial about it.
Yeah,
then.
well, yeah. I was gonna say, so like during a live stream or something like that, I can. If anybody ever watches like the Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro,
Yeah.
he like takes a break every once in a while to
Do
one
a
of our
product
sponsors.
placement.
I think they even have amaretto flavored coffee bean.
Ooh, that would. I like amaretto.
Amaretto at dawn.
I'm an amaretto fan. I like a good Godfather drink, and a French Connection. Yeah, it's amaretto with the Godfather's amaretto and Scotch. It makes it a little smokier, and French Connection is amaretto and cognac.
It's a coffee you can't refuse.
It's a nice little cocktail.
I like me some
booze and
cognac.
popcorn now.
Booze and cognac. Yeah. Oh, I like cognac too. Oh yeah.
Cognac.
Yeah,
Kettle corn
Mikhail,
might be
I
palatable.
agree. Coffee should just be nice, good Italian dark roast coffee bean. All the medium roast just needs to go away.
I do like the darker roast, yeah, for sure. The
Yeah,
heavier
'cause-
flavors. So I like the mushroom. It's got like a really distinct flavor. It's a little heavier. It's a dark roast with the.
Yeah.
But I also like to add cinnamon, nutmeg, and a little bit of cloves into my coffee too. A little spice in there.
Sentinel. We've already covered alcohol. Yep.
Yeah.
only in recent times did I learn that your darker roast actually, has less
caffeine.
less kick to it. Yeah, it's like the
does.
lighter the roast, the more oomph it has to it.
Which I don't like.
Which I'm like, well, that makes sense since like all the like a breakfast blend always tends to be like either a light or maybe a medium roast, but usually a light roast.
You actually
I was shocked to find that.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, you actually want to use a light or a medium roast for cold brew.
Why is that? Other than the caffeine factor.
Well, the caffeine factor is certainly in it, but when it's overdone, it's supposed to be better because you taste more of the bean. You taste more of it has more of a cocoa-y flavor than it does espresso has kind of a slight burnt tinge to it sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It eliminates that completely. So you just have a really cocoa-y flavor.
Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, cold brews are good, especially in the summer. Nice and refreshing.
Oh yeah, they have much less acid too, which I had an ulcer a few years back, so I kind of had to switch to cold brew by necessity.
Yeah,
but I just haven't gone back because I just enjoy the flavor so much more.
Now it seems like I heard something about is it like a I don't know if it's white roast or white bean or something like that.
Blonde?
I don't know. No, I want to say that. Oh wow!
Where did that come from?
Wow.
I don't know if that's a natural sound effect or that's a digital sound effect.
I'm trying to figure out if that's
a 2-second video of a burp. on YouTube.
Oh, that's
I was
good.
gonna say it's either a burp or a ribbit, you know.
Yeah, Reb Frog. Name that tune.
Yeah. Or a very drunk frog. There you go.
That's a really hopped up frog. He's all hopped up on coffee. Putting.
Hey, dude, I'm serious as a heart attack. I've actually seen frogs that, you know, sounded like that. You know, they and the body of them is like about as big as a damn dinner plate. So.
Wow, that would be a toad, I believe.
Yeah.
Hey, what was that, Shellback? What'd you say?
That would be a Ninja Turtle.
Hey, Shellback, what'd you say?
What about them being as big as a dinner plate? No. Seriously, we my family would go frog gigging, and we'd gig bullfrogs, and their legs, I shit you not, their legs were the size of chicken legs. So
bullfrogs?
Yes.
Probably pretty close to it. Yeah, they're big.
Yeah, when it comes to coffee, I will say that espresso roast is my ultimate favorite. Ultimate.
Yes, mine as well. Espresso roast. See, I like those dark, deep flavors. I do know that it is technically less caffeine.
You ever hear a Sumatra roast?
Is that like an Indian style roast?
No. The Sumatra is a bean. It's ate by the bats. Eat the bean. They digest everything. Then they get the beans and they roast the beans.
Yeah.
Oh, but I think that's like, I believe that's somewhere over. It's based somewhere else though. It's like somewhere over in the Far East or something, or India or something.
Cambodia, I think.
I think it's based in
it's somewhere over there.
Can you imagine that conversation though?
Starbucks is famous for having Sumatra roast, and whenever I went to Barnes
maybe that's
Noble,
where I've heard of it from.
Yeah, whenever I went to Barnes Noble, the first thing I asked them, I go, "You got Sumatra roast on?" They're like, "No." I go, "How big of a tip I gotta give you to get you to put some Sumatra on?" And I winked at them. I go, "I do tip nice," and they always take the hint, and they've always immediately put it on. And they got $5 for their tip jar.
Like, what do you do for a living? Oh, well, I pick coffee beans out of bat shit. Yeah.
And
yeah, that is an interesting profession.
I didn't know this about the bats. So, howdy, Keck44.
Hey, Keck.
And
hey, McKim.
I had already had it a few times, and the lady was telling me, "Oh, you know how this is made?" And she told me, and I was like, I was like, I don't know if I should be mortified by that or think that's kind of cool. I wasn't sure.
I mean,
I'm like, yeah, give me it anyway. Here, cool. It's like, yeah, it tastes good.
I mean, I know there's some people that are batshit crazy about coffee, but that's ridiculous.
That's taking it too literally.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good roast. So,
man, was that Stig in the chat all of a sudden? Who was that came up with that sly comment there? Is that Shellback or was that Stig?
Stig's not in here.
I know. I'm saying that's a comment that he would make.
Yes,
very quick-witted.
Yeah. The puns.
Yeah, very quick. Yeah, quick-witted puns.
I'm not exactly sure as to the origins of Sumatra bean. I want to say it's out of Africa, but I very well could be wrong. I don't remember things correctly. And always remember this: I don't ever claim to know everything and be an expert. I know nothing. I got to go look it up just like anybody else would, and that's why I always say
let's look it up.
Rumors and opinions always expressed.
Sumatra style coffee. All right.
So what was the kind that has that's less acidic?
Wes was saying cold brew.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yep.
And
it's Indonesian. Yeah,
Indonesian.
Yeah, I thought it was somewhere over there. India. Okay, so it's Indonesia.
Cambodia.
Yeah, bat.
Yeah, you were
poop.
close with Cambodia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's grown in the Sunda Islands of Indonesia's coast.
The icon that you're using right now, Final, I created a bunch of new ones, and basically I created it for the song. and I made all of them from scratch. And so pretty much after I was on the phone with Steven for a little while, and then after that I started working on some icons and some thumbnails. And because I just wrote this song, and and I had the song written, and then I went on the free music section, and I listened to this song, and I was just like, oh man, that's instrumental, because I had goosebumps just from hearing it. I knew it was it, and so I was up all hours of the night and the morning putting those thumbnails together, because I made every single one from scratch.
Well, they look great. I mean, I really like this one.
And you even caught your T-shirt there, pretty good too. Here, let's do this. Let's let everyone see that. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught the shirt.
Yeah,
perfect.
my Clayton Lennon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny because we're going to be talking about rock and roll music, but that's actually a band that the Lennon part of that is Sean Lennon, the youngest son of John Lennon, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
Isn't his older brother in music too?
Yeah, Julian's also
Julian,
in music.
Yeah, Julian Lennon.
Yeah. But they played back here. It's Les Claypool and Sean Lennon. They have like kind of a psychedelic rock sort of band, but very interesting stuff. Pretty good. I actually liked it a lot. I went to see them in concert, so I got to see Sean Lennon. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool show.
Les Claypool of Primus?
Yes.
Wow.
Les Claypool of Primus. Yeah. I know it's a weird combo, him and Sean Lennon, and they don't do. It's not like rock like Primus style. It's more psychedelic style, but it's cool. It's very good. They were cool to see live.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
back when we were a free world.
Les Claypool basically is Primus, right? I mean,
yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because he's the bass guy, right? The bass and the singer.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not Primus without him. So
No.
Every time I have to go to the DMV or do anything DMV related, I always think of that song.
Oh, little fun fact: Les Claypool is a Deadhead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Also,
that's probably why he got into the psychedelic band. With,
Jay Lane
John Lennon then.
used to play drums for Further.
No, I don't know Further.
Further was basically Grateful Dead without the name.
Okay.
Bob Weir, and other family related playing in the band.
Les Claypool actually auditioned to replace Cliff Burton in Metallica.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because Further was that's back when Bill Kreutzmann and Mickey Hart were off doing their own thing, and Jay Lane and someone else, because the Grateful Dead's always been a double drummer band. There's two drum kits, and so when Further started, that Jay Lane did drums for them, and there was another drummer that also did drums.
What time period was that?
Well, it started out as Further Fest after Jerry passed away, and Rat Dog, Bob Weir's band.
Right, that's who's now
Mark.
become...
Mark Horan was lead guitarist of Rat Dog.
Because some
Bob
of Rat
Weir.
Dog is now in the Dead and Company, correct? Didn't he grab some of them? It's like a combination of some of the
Rat Dog. Members are in there. Now, the guy that's playing for Dead and Company, he used to what the fuck is his name, man? Everybody likes him. He's kind of cool. He was a blues rock musician before. He was hooked up with Katy Perry.
Really?
Yeah. He's her ex.
Oh no, yeah, you're talking about. Oh no, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. What's his name? Famous guy.
Well, I mean, he probably kissed her.
John something.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
John Legend.
Yeah, no, different John.
Not John Legend.
Different John.
It's John something. What the
John Mayer.
John Mayer.
Yeah, John Mayer.
He's got that weird name that's spelt weird,
which I'm not really a fan of his like early music, but
I wasn't either.
Yeah, but his work with Dead and Company, because I've seen
Oh,
Dead and
man.
Company 3 or 4 times now. It's
Well,
actually really good. He's really good
all
with
right.
them.
All right, you want to
When
hear?
he's-
You want to hear a little story?
Yes.
I know for a fact that on one of the concerts that he played, he got dosed.
Oh,
Somebody dosed him. So
he's a
he played,
big time
he
psychedelic
played,
taker.
Yeah,
from what I've heard.
He played the concert high as hell on some,
Oh, yeah.
on some acid.
Yeah, I think that's a common thing for him. I've heard some stories from the town he lives in.
And
Who,
I've
John
seen
John Mayer?
John Mayer. Yeah. Oh yeah, John
Huh.
Mayer. Yeah, he likes to get out there.
I mean, I've honestly, I've kind of been a little bit jealous of him ever since I found out Your Body Is a Wonderland was about freaking Rachel. You know.
Oh, Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. I'm like, you son of a.
Did not know that.
Yeah, he's had a good time there in Fameland.
Further was founded in 2009. Bob Weir, Phil Lesh. Original lineup included John Kadlick of Dark Star Orchestra. Now, I was friends with John. I used to watch John at Dark Star Orchestra and his Chicago band all over the place.
Oh, really?
I used to go. Basically, I used to run into him and see him, and I knew him very well. And so he was part of Further for a while, because he also founded Dark Star Orchestra. And keyboards, Jay Lane was on keyboards, and he was from Rat Dog, and it was I got the name Jay Lane mixed with Joe Russo. On percussion was Joe Russo of the Benito Russo duo on drums, named after the famous touring bus used by King Kesey and the Merry Pranksters. So the Further bus was the bus that King Kesey drove, and I've told you about King Kesey.
Yeah,
He told Manson to get the fuck out of here.
right. Yeah, you
back
told me
in the
about
day.
them. King Kesey. Yep.
Yeah, and this was back in the '60s when the Pranksters was having fun.
I was going to say
Grateful Dead was part of the Pranksters.
I was going to say which Manson, Charles or Marilyn?
Marilyn came later.
The first
So
one.
yeah, so in 2010 in March, Jay Lane left Further to rejoin Primus.
You know, Charles Manson, boy, that's interesting. We might have to do a conspiracy on that. He may have been an MK Ultra. That whole thing may have been an MK Ultra.
And
Well, that is an interesting. I've looked into him a little bit, and yeah, he's got an interesting personality. It's kind of a split dual personality from what I understand.
And so Further was active from 2009 to 2014. And
that's in 2015 was when Dead and Company started. So that's why they
also played as the Dead. Let's see, that was from 2003 to 2004, and they played a couple shows from 2000. They played from 2008 to 2009 as the Dead. I was on that tour. I was on the 2004 tour. And
oh, really? So you were following around with them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I hadn't been on the road in a while, so I went back on the road.
Got to give them a lot of credit, the Grateful Dead, for sticking around and having, that culture from the 60s, well past the 60s when the world had kind of changed, and just still doing their thing.
Well, a lot of people didn't change, though. I mean, in some ways it might really not have. In some ways it feels like we're right back to it.
And when they were playing as the Dead, that was the first time that Mickey Hart and Billy Kreutzmann came back and played. There was only a few different times that they played as Further, and before that they played as the Other Ones. And man, a lot of people, let me tell you, basically there wasn't a full lineup since Jerry had died at that point, and then when the Other Ones went on tour, they even came out with an album. And let me tell you, man, people just really wanted that, And let me tell you, it was a lot of fun. That was in '98 when I was on the Further tour, and I followed that from east to west out to California. And
Wow.
that's at the end of that tour is when I spent time in a little bit of time in San Francisco and Marin, hanging out at the festivals. Fun
And
times,
I'm
man.
I'm sure you have a lot of stories.
Now, how did those shows differ from a traditional Dead show for you? How was the atmosphere, and did things change a lot, or?
Oh man. Well, put it to you this way: 1 minute, Jerry's in the band, he's alive. The Grateful Dead. You know, you got all these. I'll call them elders. And when Jerry passed away, they all disappeared. They stopped coming. And so people in my age group were the oldest ones on the lot. So it kind of fell to us a little bit. Had to be, take care of people. It's how family was, take care of each other. And then Grateful Dead was just a bigger family,
Why did people stop coming when Jerry passed? Just was it like they felt he was just too much of a driving force, and without him, it just wasn't the same? It wasn't.
It was
gonna
heartbreak.
be-
Heartbreak. It's like your dad passing away, man. That's what it was like when Jerry passed. It was painful. It was painful. He was our mentor basically in a lot of ways musically. He was looked to as a leader. Although he didn't like being placed in that, he didn't like being placed on that kind of pedestal, but he was highly respected. And musically, the Grateful Dead could do some really, really interesting things. They've been accused of being able to control the weather. Or they got great synchronicity with the weather. I mean, one of my songs, I sing about eagles ducking and diving. That was from that one show I went to where there was lightning, thunder, or rain surrounding the venue, but it wasn't raining on the venue. Wind wasn't really touching the venue. And yes, eagles were flying around, a lot of them, at least 12 of them that I could see. A lot of eagles were there.
Well, all I know is we were playing the hell out of Touch of Grey in high school.
Well, Touch of Grey is a good song. Basically, when you play Touch of Grey, you're telling someone to get the fuck out of my face and get away. Say your piece and get the fuck out. That's what Touch of Grey is. That's what it means. It's
well,
like
I mean, that's part of the lyrics,
Yeah,
like,
but it's exactly what it means.
Get out.
Yeah, and basically, normally when songs like that were played at concerts, if it was an opener, there's something going on in the parking lot, something going on. The cops are fucking egging on the heads out in the parking lot. Something's going on, and especially if they play Johnny Be Good, they're basically telling the fucking cops to fucking knock it off and stop harassing people when they play that song. That's what it means.
I will get by. I will survive. I will. Yeah.
And there's a lot of, when you get older and all that, a lot of heads my age and all that, and older, they see all this bullshit that's going on in society. And it's like, we don't give a fuck about that shit. We've been forced to, in a way. And we're kind of resentful about that. We don't want to have to worry about all that bullshit. We want to sing our songs and have a good time. And
so much of it is baiting.
Yeah,
Baiting
and
into,
put some positivity out there and a good spin on things. Sure, you can point things out here and there in a little bit, but be clever about it and be funny and point it out that way. And you really can kill somebody with kindness. You really can.
And it's not even masterful baiting. I mean.
Oh, it's obvious.
Stick, is that you again?
I guess I'm channeling him tonight. I don't know. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
What's up, Darth Haster? How you doing, man?
I noticed we all have blue avatars. Or blue in our avatars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. Wow, yeah.
Synchronicity.
Blue. The color of
Yes.
calm,
Mm-hmm.
peace, tranquility.
And there's a very good reason why I use blue. Because blue is my color. It also there's also the white light. There's the blue light and the gold light, and those are healing things, and I tend to use those in what I do.
Well, I spent a lot of years wearing blue, so.
No, blue light's a real thing, man. It's a real thing. People that are spiritual out there that can see auras and stuff like that, blue's good. Blue's healing.
What's yellow mean?
Gold? Yellow or gold?
Gold.
Money, riches.
When you're speaking of light, it's a healing light. It'll basically, it's warming, it's healing, comfort, stuff like that.
Dude,
blue,
sorry, go ahead.
Blue light, it can heal you in a bunch of different ways. You just have to focus it on yourself. And sometimes, you can't always work on yourself. You got to seek other people out and to get help from them too, because that's the way it works sometimes.
Yeah, no, I was sorry. I was gonna say that I was over at a friend's house earlier, helping him with a little bit of fence painting, and I looked up in the sky, and the moon was already out, but it was still daylight, and it was freaking orange as hell, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man. This morning I was up to the wee hours of the morning, and I watched the sun come up, but they couldn't see the sun, man.
Yeah.
And it looked like Armageddon out there. Honestly, I mean, a dingy yellow, yucky looking sky, man. Smoke everywhere.
And it's funny,
Very
Bear. What's funny, Bear, is like one of the first things that came to mind after I looked up at the orange moon. I thought of back in the day, and like some American Indian, looking up into the sky and seeing the orange moon, and thinking of like, oh, this omen or that omen, and yeah.
Yeah, well, there's all kind of things about the moon, prophecies about the moon and the sun and the colors. The moon will turn as blood, and the sky, the sun is sackcloth, and it is very ominous when you look, and it tends to look kind of like that.
That remake of the Time Machine? They had the moon blow up, and that's what.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
I liked it too, but you ever had just have
that
like
actor?
Yeah, Guy Pearce. He was in
Pearce.
Memento. Yeah, and he was in Iron Man 3. Yeah, good actor. I liked that movie too, but you ever see a movie and there's one moment that just totally ruins the movie for you? Well, the Time Machine remake had one of those. It's the part where Uber Morlock, who was played by, I believe, I'm drawing a blank. He played Alfred. He played the Borgia.
Oh, Michael Caine?
No.
Yeah, he played Elrond. He played Elrond.
He played Alfred in the Batfleck.
Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons, yes. Jeremy Irons played the Uber Morlock, and he's giving a very good speech and telling the time traveler, he had a name in that one, Alexander Hartigan. Okay. And he was telling him why his time travel failed, why he couldn't save his love, and the motivation behind his time traveling. And it was a great speech. It was great. And then at the end, he says, "You travel because you're trying to answer a question. What if?" And then Hartigan goes, "What if?" And he brutally attacks the Uber Morlock and kills him. And I was like, you just completely ruined the moment. The movie was all building right towards that beautiful speech, where he was going to be depressed and slink back to his own time and just reconcile himself to the fact that, the love of his life was just never going to come back and nothing he could do would save her, and it just ruined it. I hated that moment. It almost ruined the movie for me. It knocked the movie down from what would have probably been like an 8.5 down to a 7.
One of my favorite movies with Jeremy Irons in it also had a few other great actors in it by the names of Gabriel Byrne and Gerard Depardieu and John Malkovich. Can you guess?
Jeremy Irons, John Malkovich, Gerard Depardieu. Who else did you mention?
Gabriel Byrne.
Gabriel Byrne. Oh, wow, that's a really good cast.
Okay, and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, Man in the Iron Mask.
Yeah.
Good movie. Actually, that's a good movie.
Very good movie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that had a heck of a cast. Saw that in the theater.
Which movie was that?
Man with the Iron Mask. It
Yeah,
was
Man
like
with the
the
Iron
first
Mask.
movie he
Yeah.
did after Titanic, and he plays two roles. He plays a twin of himself, and one is the rightful ruler who the evil version of himself puts in a iron mask and sends him. It's kind of like a Three Musketeers.
Well, it
sort
was
of.
Louis. Was it the 14th? Was it Louis the 14th?
Yeah, I think it was the 14th.
But anyway, he was Louis, which was the asshole, and then Philippe was the good one. So, yeah.
And then Jeremy Irons, he went and he starred in the HBO's Watchmen.
Oh boy, he's in that. Huh?
Toxic Man Flu. Did you ever get a chance to see the Grateful Dead live? Because let me tell you, Grateful Dead was a jam band. They didn't excel at making albums. They hated cutting albums, and they got some pretty good ones. But their best releases that they ever did were live releases. And at one point in time, tapers had access to plug into the soundboard. And so there's a lot of soundboards out there. And go to etree.org and you can find live Grateful Dead recordings.
Well, I mean,
live shows.
Like, the two most I don't know, famous isn't really the right word. Anyway, songs of the Grateful Dead. Both of them, like, if I was to play them right now, like if I was in a bad mood and I put one of these two songs on, I would be in a better mood afterwards. And that's
guaranteed. And
that's Touch of Grey, because the dun 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 dun, this the music, But the other one that would just chill me the fuck out or whatever is Truckin'. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Good song is Mason's Children. That's a really good song. That one goes all the way back to 65, I think. Gotta remember, the Grateful Dead's been around since 66. And before that, in 65, they were the Warlocks. And they changed the name in 66 to the Grateful Dead.
I always wonder how a band can be around that long. You'd think they would get sick of each other at some point.
And there's, I forget what state it was, but there's one state where they always had to play as the Warlocks because the Grateful Dead name was not liked in that state. I think it might have been Vermont, maybe.
To me, it seems like it would be the other way around.
Warlock would be a better name. Yeah, exactly.
Well, the reason why they changed the reason why they changed it was because there was another band at the time with the name Warlocks.
Oh.
Before that, they were the Mother McCree's Jug Band.
Mother McCree's Junk Band?
Jug Band.
Jug Band.
Yep. Yep. Banjo music. Oh yeah. Yeah. You get a chance, check out Billy Strings. He's on YouTube. The guy is pretty fucking awesome, I gotta say. Pretty impressed with him. He's a young guy too. Apparently people my age did something right. influence, stuff like that. You know?
What's his name? Billy McCree?
Yeah,
Billy
Kate-
Strings. Billy Strings.
Billy Strings. Oh,
Yeah,
Billy
yeah,
Strings.
he's awesome. Plays
One of the things I
plays
like.
banjo, plays mandolin.
Yeah.
Oh.
One of the
Sentinel
things I
Field.
like is,
There's a young
you'll
kid.
find these bluegrass bands
Yeah, he is young.
that do
Oh.
rock and roll songs, and it's cool as shit.
Yeah.
Sentinel says Warlock is a better name for a heavy metal band. I think so. Sentinel's asking if we've heard from Drew. I have not.
I've talked with Drew.
I texted him and I've not heard back.
How's he doing? Is he all right?
He's all right. He's going through some things. I talked with him.
I was talking to his number one fan a little before I came over this way. Yeah.
Storyman Jax says, if you watch the Man with the Iron Mask, watch Disney's Three Musketeers with Kiefer Sutherland first.
Yeah.
It changes the whole movie. I have seen that, but it's been so long. I forgot he did that. I like Kiefer Sutherland. I'm a big Kiefer Sutherland fan. His acting. I love
I like the
Power.
I like that version of Three Musketeers. Yeah.
I have to rewatch that. Yeah, so it changes the whole version of the Man with the Iron Mask or Man in the Iron Mask. I'll have to do that. 'Cause it's that'd be a fun one to go back and rewatch with Kiefer. I guess is that on Disney Plus? I wonder.
What's
Probably. Oh, I don't know. I guess not everything's on Disney Plus. So maybe not. Oh, I can find it though.
All right.
That'd be fun to watch.
You just made me think of something. So, here on YouTube, right, you can find Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure for free. Okay.
Oh yeah, they
right?
had it up for a limited time.
But if you search Pure Country, that George Strait movie, Pure Country, it's buy or rent, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, if you're gonna charge money for either one of those, it would be the Bill and Ted movie. But
I think they were doing the Bill and Ted movie as a just kind of promotion because of Face the Music. Because I believe that was being charged, but when more recently they put that up for free just to get the excitement going for Face the Music.
Yeah. It just cracks me up though. It's some of the movies that they have for free on here. And then the other ones that they want to charge you for, it's like, what? No.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna put Drew's PayPal link in there in the chat. If you guys could share that around and ask folks if they could just give $1 here and there, I'm sure Drew would appreciate it. I'm sure Drew's mom would appreciate it.
Yeah.
So that way they can get stuff, get supplies. They need a little help. I used the Walmart app and I ordered him some groceries and sent him some groceries the other day to help him
wow.
and all that. And so you guys can send him a little something, help him out. I'm sure it'd make him happy.
Right. Absolutely.
Plus he's going through that that pinched nerve in his neck.
Yeah.
He's dealing with that too. And he's taking care of his mom. Sure he'd appreciate that. Also, keep Tommy in your prayers, folks, and send some prayers for him because he's got a family tragedy going on.
Yeah.
And send him some prayers and some good energy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a few days since I talked to him. I should send him a message.
Yeah, I
sent him one a few days ago is when I found out. But I should follow up as well. Has anyone talked to him? Bear, have you talked to him?
I've talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's trudging through it.
Yeah. He's just going through his dad's house. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, tough.
Yeah.
Well, we will definitely send some support out to the people we can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's one of the greatest things about this community is how we come together and have each other's backs.
Mm-hmm.
And, help and let support one another.
Was that a guitar that just strummed there?
Quick ear.
Are we supposed to guess the song from that?
Right.
Having a musical interlude?
I don't remember saying cue the music, Bear.
I think it's a good time for a song. Let's play something. It's a good time.
I haven't played this one very often. This one's 12 Horses Ride.
Okay, 12 Horses Ride.
It is the longest song in the list.
Oh yeah, this one definitely I can hear the Grateful Dead influence.
Oh yeah.
I saw 12 horses. I saw 12 horses ride come morning light. 12 eagles taking flight. 12 stars shot across the night sky. I tell you, it was a sight to behold. Horses, eagles, bears, and unicorns. Wolves on the run. I'm not beholden to the way things are. Making a beeline for the state line. No, I won't be confined. There's signs on the wall. We better make the call before the fall. 12 horses ride come morning light. I saw 12 eagles taking flight. 12 stars shot across the night sky. I tell you, it was a sight to behold. Horses, eagles, bears, and unicorns. Wolves on the run. I tell you, it was a sight to behold. I saw 12 horses riding. I saw 12 horses riding. Come morning light. I saw 12 eagles taking flight. 12 stars shot across the night sky. I tell you, it was a sight to behold. Eagles and horses, bears and unicorns, wolves on the run. I'm not beholden to the way things are. Things are making a beeline for the state line. I won't be confined. There's two signs on the wall. We better make the call before the fall. I saw 12 horses ride. Come morning light. I saw eagles taking flight. 12 stars shot across the night. I saw them shoot across the sky. I tell you, it was a sight to behold. Eagles and bears and unicorns, wolves on the run. I tell you, it was a sight to behold. I saw 12 horses ride come the morning's light. 12 eagles taking flight. 12 stars shot across the sky. I tell ya, it was a sight to behold. Horses, eagles, bears, and unicorns. Wolves on the run. I'm not beholden to the way things are. Making a beeline for the state line. No, I won't be confined. There's signs on the wall. We better make the call before the fall. 12 horses ride come morning light. 12 eagles fly, taking flight. 12 stars shot across the night sky. I tell you, it was a sight to behold. I tell you, it was a sight to behold. Horses, eagles, bears, and unicorns. Wolves on the run. I tell you, it was a sight to behold. I saw 12 horses ride come morning light. I saw 12 eagles taking flight. I saw 12 stars shoot across the sky. I tell you, it was a sight to behold. Horses, eagles, bears, and unicorns. Wolves on the run. I'm not beholden to the way things are. Making a beeline for the state line. No, I won't be confined. There's signs on the wall. We better make the call before the fall. 12 horses ride, morning light. 12 eagles taking flight. 12 stars shot across the sky. I tell you, it was a sight to behold. Horses, eagles, bears, and unicorns. Wolves on the run. I saw 12 horses ride. 12 eagles fly, 12 stars shot across the sky.
Yeah, that was a good one too. That's the first time I've heard that one.
Yeah, I like that one. We should play that one more.
Yeah, I don't play it as often because it's a longer one.
Yeah, it is long, but it's good. It's really good.
Have you heard this one before?
Bout of Rob Payne. No.
Yeah, that's this one here is a song about my friend Rob Payne. Back when I was 18, I was 2 days away from my 19th birthday, and we had a group of friends. Of course, we followed the Grateful Dead. We were all heads, and yeah, we had our collections of Grateful Dead bootlegs and stuff like that. It's all we listened to. Listened to nothing but Grateful Dead, and a few different things here and there, but Grateful Dead mostly. And so we hang out at lunchtime, have coffee. We go to my place, and we'd have coffee with my dad. And back then, we were partaking of the herb and all that stuff. And and so we'd hang out. It was the brotherhood, There was me, my friend John, and my friend Steven, and Rob. And we had a German friend named Jody, and he was in from Germany, and he spoke perfect English. You could barely even tell he was German. And he hung out with us too, and he was also ahead from Germany, and he had immigrated here, and he was getting he was brushing up on some classes and stuff, and so 2 days before my 19th birthday, found out that he died. He got hit by an Amtrak train.
Oh, damn.
And Chesterton, Indiana, the rural area is, small town. It's basically a small hippie town. Convergence of Grateful Dead happenings, It was like the galaxy converged there, and hippies happened there, A lot of old school Grateful Dead family were living in that town. And not to mention, Quinn the Eskimo also lived there. And he came around often because, everyone jumped for joy when Quinn the Eskimo came around. And so we found out that it was a gut punch for us, like a brother, like losing a brother. And so we went to his funeral, had a memorial for him. We spilt drink for him. And this is that song.
It was a cold November day. This is the ballad of Robbie. We will miss you, Mr. Hay, like a robin in flight. Life struck short by a train. I tell you, you felt the pain. Missed the coffee meetups. My. We cried and we cried. Oh my, we had the blues. A train took our brother's life. Too soon, in the prime of his life. Train got my friend, took his life. We spilled the drink in his name and sung dirges till dawn's light. It was a cold November Monday. This is the ballad of Robbie. We will miss you, Mr. Payne, like a robin in flight. Life struck by a train. I tell you, we felt the pain. Missed the coffee meetups, my. We cried, we cried. Oh my, we had the blues. A train took our brother's life. Too soon, my. In the prime of life. Train got my friend, took his life. We spilled drinks in his name and sung dirges till dawn's light. It was a cold November rain day. This is the ballad of Robbie. We will miss you, Mr. Payne. Like a robin in flight.
All right. And that is the blues, as they say.
It's a good tribute.
Truly, yeah. That was man. That was it was years ago, man. It was 2 days before my 19th birthday. Yeah. There's one thing that a good thing does sometimes come out of tragedy. Blues. Yeah. So you got to get going, Wes. Why don't you go ahead and tell them where you can be found, and I'll throw a link in the chat.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me on, Bear, and it's cool hanging out. Final and Shellback. I am Wes Moody, the Wes Moody Webcast, and you can find me at youtube.com/Wes Moody Webcast. If you're not subbed, to be honored to have you over there. And if you are subbed, please make sure that you're still subbed, because YouTube, well, YouTube's YouTube.
Especially on Tuesdays.
Trekking on Tuesday.
Trekking on Tuesday.
And thank you guys for having me on. Chat, have an amazing night, and we will talk to you soon.
Hey,
All
you get a
right.
chance.
See you, Wes.
You get a chance, Wes. Throw a link to your last live stream you did. Get your watch hours up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Last one I did was the Halo stream. I guess I could throw the I don't know. Should I throw the ones from yesterday on?
What was it about?
Well,
Remind me. Dude, put one of the Trekking on Tuesday ones in there. That'll get you a lot of watch time.
Yeah, it's not. There we go. I'll throw the playlist in the link for the playlist. That way, people can kind of pick and choose which one they want to watch. Yeah, it's a great show. People seem to really like it. I like it too. All right. Awesome. Amazing tribute. All right, thanks, guys.
All right, brother, man. You have a good one.
All right,
All right, see you, Wes.
Take care, Wes.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Yeah, I'm on top.
Your time has come.
Yeah.
You made it to the big time.
Oh.
Oh, and there you go. See, that's the new thing now they have, right? You're able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before-
You play musical chairs. Yeah.
Yeah, before you had to do this.
Yeah. Take them away and bring them back.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. That was kind
Or this.
That
What was that? What was that, Shellback?
was kind of what?
What?
Huh?
You're
What?
making me dizzy.
I'm losing my mind.
What was that?
I ain't saying nothing. God. Stop it.
Frickin' Bracken.
Yeah, right. Muttley. Yeah. Frickin'.
Love that cartoon.
Dude.
It's like, why don't they put those cartoons back on?
Dude,
You know what I'm
those
saying?
stuff-
Those are good
yeah.
cartoons.
Oh,
and
man.
and some of my favorites was because I mean I've always been like a gearhead and a racing nut, so I loved it when they did the ones where everybody was racing against each other,
Yeah, good old cartoons, man.
Yeah, the classic cartoons.
Yeah, Woody Woodpecker. Believe it or not, remember that Woody Woodpecker movie from a while back? My kids actually liked that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's not that old, but it's like from 9 or 8 years ago or something like that. Maybe longer. It's not that old, but my two youngest really liked it.
Okay, so talking about like those old Hanna-Barbera cartoons and stuff. One of my favorites, I mean, other than Scooby-Doo, I mean, everybody loves Scooby-Doo, but one of my favorites was Speed Buggy.
I don't remember that.
No.
Wacky Racers.
No,
I remember Speed Buggy.
Oh man, basically Speed Buggy actually made you think of Scooby Doo. It's just that Scooby Doo was basically
You talking about Josie and the Pussycats?
Manx. No, I'm talking about Speed Buggy.
There was a
Yeah.
talking Buggy and Josie and the Pussycats.
Was there?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And they guest starred on Scooby Doo.
And Jabberjaw. Remember Jabberjaw?
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember that.
do some Googling, youngster. Do some Googling.
I like being called a youngster still. That's
Uh,
what's it called?
what? Speed Buggy?
Speed Buggy, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's very similar to. Yeah, no, I don't recognize it.
But
1973. It's not that.
But
far.
both Speed Buggy and Jabberjaw both kind of remind you of Scooby Doo in the aspect of, having the same, deal with it's like a group of friends, and then the key character is one's a dog, one is a car, and the other one's a shark. But
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, Speed Buggy. They guest starred on Scooby Doo as well.
Yeah.
Now I remember like Dastardly and Muttley.
Mhm.
I remember that. Josie and the Pussycats, obviously. Flintstones was probably my favorite, actually, out of all of them.
Oh yeah.
I love the Flintstones. I was a big Flintstones.
Well, the Flintstones and Scooby Doo are probably and Yogi Bear are probably like the three top most recognizable Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Yeah.
Right.
All right, those of you that are new to streaming, when you do a search and you show it on a live stream, make sure your safe search is set to moderate, because you might get the porn version of Speed Buggy.
Oh.
I can't believe there is one.
Well,
I wouldn't doubt if there is.
wait. Well, hold on. I'll tell you in a minute. No, I was kidding. Yeah. See, the only thing is like, okay, so like basically Speed Buggy would be like Scooby Doo, right? And
Wow,
then
here's an actual toy.
Speed Buggy toy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had.
Oh yeah. Is that one you can actually like get in and ride? Is it like big, like a kid size? What were those things called? Remember those where you could get in and ride?
Power Wheels?
Yes. Yep. Power Wheels. Yeah, that's it. Power Wheels.
But no. Speed Buggy is like one of those Myers-Manx dune buggies.
Oh, that picture took you to eBay, where there's a Jimmy Flintstone 83 Myers-Manx dune buggy, body with windshield, $8.50. Apparently, it's a model.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, they basically had a Fred character, a Shaggy character. I would say Daphne maybe mixed with Velma, and then Speed Buggy is like the Scooby Doo equivalent. But yeah, I think you'd like it.
Well, I definitely love the classic cartoons.
Yeah.
Nothing like early Tom and Jerry cartoons.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
I am on the search for a mouse that don't make click noises.
Oh man, need like the The Apple trackpads.
I don't know if I've ever seen one of those. I think I may have. It's been a while. But yeah, a mouse that doesn't actually make a click noise.
Yeah.
Because, the mic picks up that noise. It's funny.
Oh yeah.
It's not loud or anything though.
No, it's not, but it's a little detracting when you got to
See, I have like
in a
two,
song.
like my my laptop has the trackpad, so you can't hear it. But then I've got another one, which is like the, separate mouse, and you can hear
Right.
that one.
Well, my laptop, has the pad and buttons, like a couple buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So is mine.
I don't use them as like, the little like, because I can actually click on the pad itself, tap on the pad itself and, to do, hit enter and stuff like that. The only time I use the buttons is like when I'm, doing like copy and paste and stuff like that. Plus it's also a touch screen, so if I so choose, I can just touch the screen.
Well, when you're doing work in Power Director and you're doing work in N-Track Studio, that the touchpad, it's not real good for that. The timing wise, you're like a second behind, and it doesn't work too good when you gotta be like basically quick to the stop button to end the recording. Just doesn't work that great. And I would love to find a mouse that doesn't actually make the click noise. Is there such a thing?
Well, yeah. Just go to the pet store and they don't squeak a little bit. But stop it.
What was that?
Never mind. I'm just gonna. Fine.
Scotty, you were a bad influence. I seen him do it. Sorry, it was funny. I laughed my ass off.
Quit picking on me.
Let's see here. Let's see, UFOs. Gee, Final, that looks familiar.
It does indeed. It does indeed.
So there I was.
They even he even left the original sound.
I can't hear a damn thing.
I don't think I shared the sound on this one.
Well,
Here, let me do
that
this.
one's not mine.
Oh, it's not?
No.
I was gonna say there's like an actual flashing light.
I'll show you which one mine is. Which it is Daily Dose, yeah, but it's not. Let's see. Yeah, that's it right there. That's the
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so he actually posted my footage. I filmed this and shot. So I actually just commented on it, and he was like, "Hey, man, nice catch," and it's like, I said, "Yeah." It's,
Here, let me
good
see.
timing.
So was that a property that you own, or were you just like renting or something?
No, it was an Airbnb. We just we just went up there, randomly chose it just to get away. It was like when when all the craziness was happening in LA after the riots or during the riots. So we were like, let's my wife and I said, let's get out of town for a little bit and headed up there. And it just happened to catch. That was the first night. This we're looking at right now. That was the first night we got there too. And
dude, I'm sorry, but being out in a kind of a rural-looking place like that, I wouldn't be going back to the city. Nah, screw that.
Well, we after that trip, we were like, let's just move here. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it was really nice.
You said that was like in the Joshua Tree area?
Yeah, Joshua Tree. Yeah. We really enjoyed it out there, despite the odd things we were seeing in the sky.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, I'm not really much on California, but in a way, I would like to actually go back and visit a couple of places. But
yeah, it's got. I like it because it's very diverse. There's a lot of different. I don't know, terroirs, to use the French word. You can get a deserty area like this, here, or you can get the mountains area, or it can be very lush. You've got the ocean. You've got a lot of variety and options.
Well, I mean,
basically a high desert, mountainous terrain.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, geographic wise or whatever I'm trying to say, I probably am a bigger fan of NorCal than I am SoCal, but
yeah, North California is really nice too.
Hey, when you're on the end of a 3-day journey, driving 2,000, going the southern way, it's from Gary, Indiana to Olympia, Washington. It's 2,500 something miles. Northern way, it's 2,200 something miles. And when I was getting toward Northern California, I was at the end. I was on the 3rd day. And between each 24-hour period, I was getting only 5 hours of sleep. So bologna sandwiches and lots of coffee was sustaining me. And I do believe there was a point where when I got off the highway, it was past the Golden Triangle. It was past Mendocino County. I got off, went to a Chevron station, got gas. I didn't notice it, but I got back on southbound and drove, and then got gas, and then got around and went back. I think it was like I didn't even notice barely, and I realized like, holy shit, I'm going. So it was like an hour, and I was at my end, man. I was so damn tired, and then got past that, and then hit a frickin' blizzard in at Mount Shasta. And I stopped to use the payphone, and I left my Toyota key on the payphone because I had a 82 Toyota Corolla. While the engine's running, you can pull the key out. Well, I always kept a spare key hidden up underneath the dash on a ring attached to one of the pieces of metal for emergencies. And that's for a very specific reason, because I locked my keys in the car once, and I had to go to the dealer and get a key. There's a number on the tumbler. I was able to pick the lock. I couldn't find the keys. I was able to get the door open by fishing the handle, and I had to take the tumbler out of the door. Your passenger door, take the tumbler out. There's a number on there. Write down the number. You go to the dealer, you give them that number, they go make you a key. Back then, it was $10. Now I can imagine it's probably a hell of a lot more. But because of that, I got a copy made, and I stuck it up under the dash on a key ring. It came in very damn handy because it had been hard shutting the car off. Yeah, and man, that was a hell of a trip. I drove 2,500 miles in 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah, when I came back out this way from New Hampshire, I took about I think more like 8 days, because I wasn't gonna try and do that, because like when I was still in the Navy, it was actually after I graduated from A school, and so I went from Pensacola, Florida, to my hometown, New Madrid, which is in southeast Missouri. But when I left New Madrid and drove up here, I did it in roughly 2 days. I slept once for about 4 hours, and that's because I kept driving by Braille. If you catch my drift.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Here in the Pacific Northwest, we have what is considered subtropical weather,
I've
and it's rainforest.
yeah. I've often heard
The
the
forest around here is
term
rainforest.
maritime.
That would be applied to a legal law precedent, maritime law.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's as far as the climate goes too. It seems like I've heard that
Maritime to
phrase or
do with
whatever, but
do with the law of the sea. I think.
it's. I mean, we don't. It doesn't get super hot or it doesn't get super cold. I mean, in comparison
Yeah.
to other
Subtropical.
places. Well, when you say subtropical, I think of like Orlando, Florida.
No,
But,
the Pacific Northwest is in fact subtropical. I've lived here since '99. Beautiful area. And what that means is we can have tropical like weather and we can have colder weather. That's why it's subtropical. We can have tropical like weather, but we can also have a mixture of cold weather too. And there is rainforest, and the rainforest here, it used to stretch all the way down the coast into South America. That's how far the rainforest extended. It was all one forest at one point. And so basically the Pacific Northwest is, you want to go see rainforest? Ancient rainforest. It's here. Beautiful. I've seen some windstorms, man. Some of these Douglas fir, their roots, they only spread out on the first like 2 feet of the soil, and they spread out. And they don't go down like an oak tree. They spread out like a circle around. I seen a windstorm upend one of them trees, and we're talking a tree that is a good 4 feet to 5 foot around or more, and wind knocked that tree over, and it's got a 30-foot by 40-foot root base that sticks up out of the ground and all that. It's an amazing thing to see that the wind here has that much power. And the reason why it's subtropical, it's got to do with the weather that we get here and the storms that we get here. Because when it's monsoon season, in this part of the region, we also have monsoon season. That's why it rains here. It raining all the time and not snowing and stuff in these lower areas away from the mountains. That's why it's subtropical. It's beautiful if you can put up with the rain. And the local fare, as in some of the people. But Washington's not too bad. Just a bit better than probably being in the southern parts and central parts of California right now. All right, did I robot?
I don't know you. I mean, you sound all right to me.
All right. Because Final was saying he was having some connection issues earlier today.
Yeah, it's been going out in and out all day.
Oh, wow, check this out. Australia's, run that back. That is Australia, Brisbane, 2017. There we go. There's something right here in the beginning. Right there. See that?
Yep. Oh, look at that. What's coming in
Yeah.
behind it? I guess that's a normal plane, but
I think that was a fighter jet trying to chase it.
wow.
Zoom. Ooh, you see the distortion below it?
Boy, you could see right through it.
Looks like a cloaking device.
Yeah, you can almost see right through it.
Holy
Oh!
wow!
Is that lights or is that firing at it?
It's possible that it was firing at it. That's a flash.
Yeah.
Wow.
So one keeps going, two of them stop dead in their tracks, and then
Yeah,
a
that came up real
second
fast.
one takes off, but the third one just disappears.
Yeah, it's interesting because they all look like they were in unison, and then all of a sudden one breaks off, and like they kind of break formation.
53 seconds.
Wow.
It was
No one knew
aliens.
how.
I seen them.
Former Lockheed Martin Stunkworks engineer breaks down the Navy footage. He talks about the strange material possibly recovered from the UAP crash. Scientists are baffled by how it could be made.
Hmm.
Huh. I'm going to right-click, open that. What is that?
Yeah, man, them aliens, they come flying over the trailer park one night, and they abducted me, and they gave me one of them anal probes, and
And let me guess. They had Stevens Brew, right?
well, there was a brown liquid involved, yeah. Yeah. So
You know, when you talk about Stevens Brew, it's like a magnet. It makes Steven pop up into the chat sometimes.
yeah. Go to www.coffeeenema.com and get your supply of Walton's Best Brew today.
Actually, you're getting a mini episode of the Four Horsemen. Because normally when we do a Four Horsemen show, there's a lot of UFO and weird stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, it's I will put this Stars and Stripe article in the chat. It'll tell you all about that little encounter.
Dude, now I want to watch. I want to watch Close Encounters of the Third Kind now.
I watched that not too long ago.
There's a director's cut available of that. Yeah.
I want to go to that mountain.
Mm. Where did that take place? I don't remember where that was supposed to take place.
They didn't actually film up on top of it in it. They filmed somewhere else. They just made it look like they were in there. The local tribes around there were like, no, you're not going up there. Nope.
Holy shit!
That tower's sacred.
That came out the same year as Star Wars.
77?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I have the Close Encounters of the was it the fourth kind? Yeah.
Devil's Tower, also known as Bear Lodge Butte.
Bear Lodge
is a butte, possibly laccolithic, composed of igneous rock in the Bear Lodge Ranger District of the Black Hills, near Hewlett and Sundance in Crook County, northeast Wyoming.
Northeast Wyoming.
Above the Bell Forch River.
Yeah, I've drove by it on my travels.
Devil's Mountain. Devil's Peak. What is it called?
Devil's Tower.
Devil's Tower.
Huh. Yeah,
AKA
that name too.
AKA Bear Lodge Butte.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind director's cut is how many minutes long? Let's see here. 134 minutes. Let's see here. Let's go The theatrical is 132 minutes. So it's only a few minutes longer.
All I know is if you're a movie buff at all, you have to see that movie. If you don't, we can't be friends.
To me.
All right, this is that material that they found. I'm trying to enlarge it. There we go. Once the sound didn't turn on. See this material? This is the material that was recovered from a crash, and they don't know how it was made. I put the article to this in the chat. Main chat. Yeah, look at that, man. I guess this is like they used a microscope to look at the grain. Any of you out there watch Project Blue Book TV show?
I caught like maybe 1 or 2 episodes.
Man, I wanted to watch that. I did not, though. I haven't yet.
It seemed pretty
good.
like a pretty cool show. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh shit, what's his name? The guy that played Littlefinger on Game of Thrones. He's one of the guys in it. He was a civilian guy.
Oh yeah. Well. So if you guys are curious, the 101 most influential rock bands in rock and roll history, you know what number 1 is?
Beatles.
Yep, the Beatles.
Has to be.
Please, please me. That's the song.
Please, please me.
Yep. And Bob Dylan second, the Free Willin', Bob Dylan. And the Rolling Stones are third. And then Bob Dylan is fourth again, another side of Bob Dylan.
The Rolling.
Bob Dylan.
They got real music in here.
Yeah.
The Rolling Stones
Grateful-
are better than the Beatles. Change my mind.
Hey, and the Grateful Dead is 26th. Self-titled Grateful Dead album. That was a very famous, very popular record.
Well, the Rolling Stones wouldn't be around if it weren't for the Beatles. So there you go.
I don't know about that.
No, it's true. They wrote their first hit for them. They would not be around had it not been for the Beatles.
Here's a little unknown fact. The Beatles and the Rolling Stones in their early careers, they used to hang out with each other and party and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, they did throughout their entire career.
They were early on. They were all in the same social group.
Yeah.
Well,
I read some stories. Man, could they throw some parties?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: the Rolling Stones didn't let a chick break them up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So Beans, it's coming up on 1. Let's see here.
Oh wow, we've already been on over an hour and a half.
Yeah,
40.
it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, ours says Project Blue Book was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on the 2nd season. And it is on Prime. I think that's it. Yep. Oh, damn it. And I noticed the audio button was not clicked.
And
There we go.
another thing about the Rolling Stones versus the Beatles. The Beatles did not influence Johnny Depp in playing a pirate character. Thank you, Keith Richards.
All right, let's see here.
Well, that's true. I got to give it to him for that.
In
What's up,
fact,
Wookiee for supremacy?
To solidify the
What's up, Wookie?
that whole deal, that's why Keith Richards was ended up playing Jack Sparrow's father.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah. Boo! No, that's not true, Wookie. Not true. Fake news.
So, what do you think? Crazy Clown World?
Oh yeah, that's appropriate.
Wookiee, the Beatles are a little overrated. I'll give you that. I mean, they're still one of the most iconic bands ever, but yeah. But I mean, yeah, I would.
They came at the right. They had the right sound and
Hey.
came at the right time.
If somebody
you're there's a little something that Shellback that you're missing about the Beatles. There was a couple different organizations. I think one of them was Tavistock, and then another one was
Tavistock, is that anything like Woodstock? All right.
yeah.
But,
So
although
we'll,
I will say this about the Beatles though, versus the Stones. The Rolling Stones didn't get a cartoon made about them, so
That's true.
yeah.
Or movies. Multiple movies featuring them.
Right?
Yeah.
It's been a hard day's night.
Yeah, Hard Day's Night,
Yeah.
Help, Magical Mystery Tour.
Yeah. But still, though, I don't know. I would, if all of the Beatles were still alive, okay, and still going, and somebody told me I could go to a Beatles concert or a Stones concert, I might just pick the Stones.
Well, everyone has the opportunity to be wrong. You and Wookiee are both expressing that opportunity right now. That's
hey,
okay.
well, what can I say? A honky tonk woman, okay,
Stephen Ernest, the Beatles had a Saturday morning cartoon and a feature animated film. They had multiple feature animated films, actually. They had Hard Day's Night, Help, Magical Mystery Tour, and then, if you count the Let It Be documentary. But I won't count that because the Stones also had Gimme Shelter documentary, which was really good. The Gimme Shelter was really freaking good documentary, too, for the Stones. But, Yellow Submarine was their cartoon Saturday morning cartoon special.
So did Scooby-Doo.
all right. Let's.
Well, that's why Scooby-Doo is
Hey,
just
hey, what's up, Stephen Ernest?
Or should I laugh like? No, I mean they're both so damn iconic, but. And if I ever met any of them, Paul McCartney or Ringo or Mick Jagger or whatever, I mean I'd probably scream like a schoolgirl. But
yeah, there's some people that you just are in awe of, and I think
I'd be like, holy fucking shit, it's Sir Paul McCartney.
Sir, you'd call him Sir Paul McCartney too. It's Sir Paul McCartney.
But I mean, I would definitely be saying "holy shit" first, there's none
of the Stones are knighted.
What's that?
None of the Stones are knighted. Sir Keith Richards, no.
Right.
Sir Mick Jagger, no.
Well,
Ringo's stuff. His biggest song was "Back Off Boogaloo, Back Off Boogaloo." His solo stuff. which is a funny video. It's like a giant Frankenstein chasing this person around. Back off, Boogaloo.
Well,
funny video.
the queen isn't gonna. The queen's not gonna knight Keith Richards because, I mean, he's got just about as much jewelry as she does, and has been dipped in more formaldehyde. So
Yeah, he's probably as old as she is, too. Or older.
All right. Let's go ahead and rock this out. Crazy clown world, music from another land. Light and sound, surrounded by light. I've got my finger on the pulse. Curators of reality, they have no personality. Music from another land, light and sound in the dark of night. You're not alone, make your own reality. Be the monks in your life, protect mythos and mythologies. In a story for story's sake, the writing's on the wall, the band's playing. Crazy clown world, music from another land. Light and sound, surrounded by light. I've got my finger on the pulse. The curators of reality, they have no personality. Music from another land, light and sound in the dark of night. You're not alone, make your own reality. Be the monks in your life, protect mythos and mythologies. In a story for story's sake, the writing's on the wall, the band's playing. Crazy clown world from another land, light and sound, surrounded by light. I've got my finger on the pulse, the curators of reality, they have no personality. Music from another land, light and sound in the dark of night. You're not alone, make your own reality. Be the monks in your life, protect mythos and mythologies. In a story for story's sake, the writing's on the wall, a band's playing. Crazy clown world, music from another land, light and sound surrounded by light. I've got my finger on the pulse, the curators of reality, they have no personality. Music from another land, light and sound in the dark of night. You're not alone, make your own reality. Be the monks in your life, protect mythos and mythologies. In a story for story's sake, the writing's on the wall, the band's playing. Crazy clown world from music from another land, light and sound surrounded by light. I've got my finger on the pulse. Crazy clown world, music from another land, light and sound surrounded by light. Guys, go ahead and tell them where you can be found, and after that we'll play one more song.
Well, I can be found at FinalDeathStar on the YouTube and FinalDeathStar1 on the Twitter, and also FinalDeathStar on, everything else. Instagram, Parlor. I'm on there too, FinalDeathStar. And you can find me tomorrow night on my Enter the Nether show on my channel. Probably be 8 or 8:30 p.m. I'll post it on my Twitter, but I get into esoteric topics. Some of the stuff we cover here, UFOs and some biblical prophecy. Tomorrow I'm going to be continuing my study into the megalithic structures, and we're going to be covering the Serpent Mounds in Ohio, the Circle Mound. Over 1,000 mounds just in Ohio alone that are quite incredible. So we'll be delving into who the builders are and when and why. That'll be tomorrow's Enter the Nether. So make sure you tune in. Follow me on Twitter. Post the link. It'll probably be 8 o'clock or 8:30 Pacific Standard Time.
We got a few mounds. We got a few mounds around my hometown, actually in Missouri.
Oh yes, yeah, there are some in Missouri. Yep, there's actually a big one right outside of St. Louis. That is, quite a famous one. I think it's called Monk's Mound, if I have that correct. Yeah, it's right outside St. Louis. Yeah, they're all over the Midwest. It's actually all over America, but a lot of them are in kind of the Midwest area.
We had a good sized one. Have a good sized one near my high school.
Was it in Missouri?
Yeah.
Is that let's see here. Is that Poverty Point? Is that familiar to you?
Not really. I mean, it's not.
Oh no, you know what it is? Now. It's no Poverty Points. It's Cahokia, the Cahokia Mounds. That's about 13. Well, 13 kilometers. What would that be in miles? Northwest of St. Louis.
I've heard of Cahokia, but
yeah.
No, my
I've been to Mima Mounds in Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't?
Oh yeah, walked all of them. You know the little fence thingy that keeps you out of the mound area? Well, I crossed over it and I walked it. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that's just crazy stuff there. So, yep, can we talk about that tomorrow night?
Interesting stuff, those places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very interesting stuff. Go ahead, Shellback. You're up.
Well,
hey, better.
I can be found. In the sewer system eating pizza with the other 4 turtles.
Other 3 turtles, unless you're Splinter.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm like.
Are you a separate one? You're the 5th one.
Yeah, I'm like the 5th Beetle. Yeah.
The 5th Beetle.
No, it's like Bear just put, Shellback TJC, YouTube and Twitter. It's been probably about a month since the last thing I put out, but if you got 10 minutes to spare, you can watch the last 2 videos I made. But, yeah.
Very, very good. And Bear, where can you be found?
Yeah, where can you be found?
You can find me right here. All right. Let's see what the next song is.
You happy when you know it? No.
Nope. Pearl in the Moonlight. Baby, it's a crazy world like V for Vendetta, cats and dogs. Time to wake up, no more fake opaque remake B-movies. Don't want fake picture shows, the clock's ticking backwards. Get up, get going, seal the deal with a kiss. Wish it was a popcorn world, a pearl in the moonlight. Turn, turn in a twirl, sing it away. Can you see the trees for the forest? Wish it was popcorn world. Go looking for a time. Others looking for the man in the moon. Get the man on the moon. Let the man likes popcorn. Baby, it's a crazy world like V for Vendetta, cats and dogs. Time to wake up, no more fake, opaque remake movies.
Don't want fake picture shows. The clock is ticking backwards. Give it up, get going, seal the deal with a kiss. Wish it was a popcorn whirl, a pearl in the moonlight. Turn in a twirl, sing it away. Can you see the trees for the forest? Wish it was a popcorn world. Go looking for a time. Others looking for the man in the moon. Get the man on the moon. Bet the man on the moon likes popcorn too. Baby, it's a crazy world like V for Vendetta, cats and dogs. Time to wake up, no more fake opaque remake movies. Don't want a fake picture show, the clock's ticking backwards. Get up, get going, seal the deal with a kiss. Wish it was a popcorn world, a pearl in the moonlight. Turn in a twirl. Can you see the forest for the trees? All right.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see you later, and thank you, chat. Thank you, Wrenches. Thank you, RR. Thank you, everyone that came and hang out. And you're, like Wes always says, you guys are the best chat in the community, and yep, that's true. Yep. Without you, wouldn't be a thing, wouldn't be fun. And we will see you next time, and we will we'll give you the Ghost Bear show on the way out.
Welcome to the Ghost Bear Show. There's no troubles here. Like a light on a train, southwest bound. Time stop running, let the rain wash it away. Gotta walk the line, no more fines. Gonna walk the line, sing a song of long ago. Welcome to the Ghost Bear Show. Where we're gonna start on Ghost Bear time. No, I'm not man in the moon. That has the sound so profound. Man with the sound so profound to be found. A little bit never hurt no one. A little bit never hurt no one. Go for the show. Welcome to the Ghost Bear Show. Just need a scarecrow to scare the children. Welcome to the Ghost Bear Show. Welcome to the Ghost Bear Show. There's no troubles here. Like a light on a train, south windbound. Time to stop running, let the rain wash it away. Gotta walk the line, no more fines. Gonna walk the line, sing a song long ago. Welcome to the Ghost Bear Show. Well, where we start our Ghost Bear time. No, I'm not the man in the moon that has the sound. Sound so profound, man with a sound. So profound to be found. A little bit never hurt no one. Go for the show. Welcome to the Ghost Bear Show. Just need a scarecrow to scare the children. Welcome to the Ghost Bear Show. Welcome to the Ghost Bear Show. There's no troubles here. Like a light on a train, southwest bound. Time to stop running, let the rain wash it away. Gotta walk the line, no more fines. Gotta walk the line, sing a song long ago. Welcome to the Ghost Bear Show.
Good night, all. Thanks for hanging out.